Hey guys, and welcome back to Cursed Dice Heroes for our second episode of our Pathfinder campaign. And who wants to recap our audience on what happened last time?
I will.
Yeah.
So last time we ended our journey getting into a boat, or at least getting to the docks where we are getting on a boat to head up to see what's going on with the berries up north that the brewery was having an issue with. How we ended up in this location is kind of a story in itself, and I'll keep it kind of brief. So, we ended up meeting each other. Some of us knew each other, such as me, my kobold friend, and my tiefling friend. And this mouseling and this somewhat mysterious human.
The token human.
The human?
All were rushing towards the same boat in order to get on board with limited seating.
And I got there last.
But, through the graces of some of us and the willing to toil, we were all granted passage. Unfortunately, a curse was on the ocean, one that we were aware of, and the sailors were aware of. And this mist came in and turned the crew members into these horrible, twisted abominations, which we did, slay. This left us with finding out what had caused the curse, a piece of gold from a particular place known as... Let me look at my little journal here. Sarnath. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Sarnath.
A place that is said to be cursed and things from it to be cursed. Somehow a piece of gold had been nailed into a crate. Somehow. No one knows how, but we assume something happened. Anyways, we managed to make it to a new city, a small town more like, on a hill. There we found out that 2 young teenagers had gone missing, and we began investigating. Someone on the way, someone we have been told about, is supposed to have maybe some information, or at least we're friends with the young ones. Unfortunately, they're out gathering berries right now for the ale for the town. The brewmaster told us that he had a particular thing that he wanted us to look into as well. Why there was issues with some of the berries up north. He could taste a little bit of a difference. And from there, he had sent some men, and they have gone missing, supposedly dead. And he wanted to send someone with a little more experience, someone a little more seasoned.
Adventurous.
Perhaps of interest.
And when he couldn't find anybody, we volunteered.
So, we are now on a boat, heading up north to deal with his problem, while trying to find this man who supposedly knows about the children, and where they might have gone. And I think that's a general synopsis of what happened last time.
Well done. Okay. The brewmaster has given you a small boat with a few oars in it, and he's pointed upriver showing you where to go. Just head up that way. You'll see the berries floating. You'll know you're in the right area. You may run into some of my men. You may run into Buford. I'm not totally sure, but good luck. I hope you find the answers you're looking for, and I hope certainly that you find the answers I'm looking for.
Thanks.
And I thought this might help, as he gives each of you some of his top shelf beers.
Does it seem to be in a bottle?
Yes, it's bottled.
Okay, thank you.
They're even slightly chilled.
This is the best day ever.
I'll take that. I take her ale for her, and I put it away in my bag.
I didn't get 2.
Anyways, thank you for your kindness. We will be on our way. We all hop in the boat and begin navigating.
This is a good question. Does anybody here know how to sail?
As of yesterday, yes.
Well,
This is like a small, well, not a small rowboat, but it's not a really big
it's not
one.
really sailing. There's no sails.
Sorry.
We're just
So we're just
Yeah,
so
it's
just
just
rowing
a-
is okay.
Yes.
I've never
If you
rowed
could
a
just
boat.
stay, and you will not be rowing a boat today.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
If you could stay towards the center.
Don't
and,
roll while drunk.
Don't move too much.
Yes.
Okay, who's rowing?
I am rowing.
Okay.
I guess
Who
I
else?
will too.
Okay.
I was thinking how
Excellent
the
choices.
elegant to me.
Yes.
The
You guys-
boat would row me.
You guys begin to row heading up north. You pass another raft with some
Gently
workers
down the
on it. They
stream.
have baskets filled with berries, and it looks like they're heading back to the brewery.
Hello.
Yes.
Have you seen Buford?
Thankfully not.
Is he further north?
I believe I saw him up that way, but it was this morning.
Okay. Any signs of the people that were missing?
Who's missing?
Your brewmaster said that he had sent some people up north.
Oh, we've been gone for a few days. I'm not sure.
Okay, thanks.
As they do have like several large baskets.
Sense motive.
Good.
Turns out it was just those
I don't
guys.
trust
15.
anyone.
15. This guy's kind of hard to read, but you don't think he's lying.
Okay.
They were dodging work the whole time. They're coming back now.
Yep.
Okay.
Should have known. Should have known.
As you guys head a little further up, the rowing's pretty easy. You don't have to fight the current too much, and it's not a real big river. It's almost more of a really large creek. As you continue, you come to the area where, from both sides, there are large hanging trees, and they seem to lean over the water, and they have large ripe berries on them. The trees here look healthy, though. Nothing of note. Pick one.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're kind of a little too sharp to eat straight. It's not a great taste. But you can tell they must use some sort of brewing process on these to mild out the taste, or maybe he's balancing it out with another flavor. But when you take a whole berry, it's just a little too strong.
I'm going to knowledge nature on the
Pretty sure
particular
those haven't
trees.
turned into alcohol.
No.
14.
14, from what you know of them, they look fine. The berries are large, they're ripe, the trees look healthy, you don't see any scars in the wood. Everything seems fine here.
You know, with how much everybody says they are thankful they haven't met Buford, do you think he's going to be very nice when we run into him?
As long as we're nice to him. I find that the people that are not treated well by others tend to like people who do treat them better.
What about those weird Miss Zombie things that we ran
Those
into?
were not people.
First, they were once people.
They were a curse, and they were good people before they were turned. Hard workers.
Just saying.
We'll find out when we
Yeah,
get there.
just
We'll
They're
find
saying
out.
a lot of things, but I don't think they're actually saying anything.
Probably right.
As you guys row on for another 30 minutes, the tree's still looking generally pretty healthy.
Okay.
You guys run into another raft heading back south.
Hello, friends.
Greetings.
Have you seen Buford?
One of the men who is straying the barrel, or one of the baskets goes, "I'm Buford."
We were actually looking for you. The two Ivan and Gretel, they've gone missing.
Yes, but have you heard anything of them?
Kind of try to roll a little closer so we can hear it a little better.
The other man rose up to you and he ties off the two rafts.
I thank him. Unfortunately not. We, the cleric in town,
Miles.
Miles, yes. He told us that there was an issue and we've been looking into it.
I'm glad someone is.
You're our first lead, and we're going to look into you, see if you had any ideas of what they were up to, maybe, or anything they had mentioned.
Yes. Do you mind taking these baskets back on your own? The guy nods. He looks a little perturbed about it, but he seems to understand that it's important. And he unfastens he starts to unfasten the boat as Buford motions it as if asking you step over.
Yeah, I give him a little room, and I also take 5 coppers and kind of hand it to the guy who's
Oh, thank you very much.
for your troubles.
And he undoes the boat and begins heading back south. So, have you found any leads yet? What do you know?
All we know is that they're missing. You were the first person other than Miles we've spoken to who knows them particularly.
Do you know where they went?
I know something that they were talking about, but
They were getting married, weren't they?
them? No, they were good friends, but they weren't romantic. They weren't like that.
All right, my idea went out the window. Okay.
They'd heard a legend from one of the one of the travelers, and they were talking about going and looking into it, but supposedly it was dangerous. They said that they might consider looking into seeing some weapons and going up, and they dreamed of becoming adventurers. But I dissuaded them, and so did one of our other friends.
The guard?
Yes.
Geralt?
Yes. I'd like to think they didn't go, but the fact they haven't come back makes me start to wonder if perhaps they did.
Do you know what legend they went to look into?
I know the location. I don't know the legend of the place. It's just supposedly some old ruins.
Which ones?
I don't know if they have names. They're a bit north of here. We could probably just take this boat up there ourselves.
Okay, Alex, would I be able to... Is there a knowledge check on the legend that they might be talking about?
There are so many ruins near this area that it could be one of a ton of them.
Okay.
Okay, so do we want to do that then? They would be...
Was there anything you knew that they were trying to get their hands on specific that stood out?
I think they're just wanting to become adventurers in general. I think they're looking for something that they could go do or something great they could bring back to town.
10 on sense motive.
10 on sense motive. You can tell that the guy's kind of hard to read, and you can tell that he's kind of worried about you guys. You get the hint that he's the person who's not used to having people get along with. But you don't detect him lying.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's good lead then. We should probably follow that.
Makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Very well, we're going to have to row north a bit.
Right. Can you handle your stuff in combat?
Fair enough.
Okay. Then I would say probably stay back a bit then, if you do...
I'm clearly not as seasoned as you people are.
Okay. Then you should probably not...
Hey, yeah, you should probably just stay in the boat.
But we are heading up north as well because 2 of the men of the brewmaster have gone missing, investigating the...
Yes, that I have heard of.
Uh-huh.
We're looking into that for him as well while we're on our way up here. He was nice enough to give us this boat.
Well, if we're lucky, the 2 things are connected. We can solve one problem, or 2 problems at once.
Yes.
Okay. You row for a full hour. Your
Okay.
arms are starting to get very tired, and about the time you're talking about maybe switching off,
I was like, I'll give you a
he
pep talk.
points and says, we should be about there. We could probably tie off here.
Okay, we're going to tie off here now. Arms a little sore. We might want to rest those out a bit before we continue.
I was getting a little tired.
You don't feel
It's
confident.
kind of...
He kind of looks at you weird.
Woo.
What was that?
You don't feel confident in swinging a sword immediately after this?
After rowing... don't get me wrong, this seems like it would be good training for sword swinging. However...
You need it badly.
Actually, if you want a tip, the berries are actually very good at revitalizing your muscles. They're a bit bitter, but after a hard day of work, just sitting down with a few, it'll make you feel better.
Eat your berries.
Did that seem inconsistent?
Consistent,
Yeah.
You know that it's not so much that it helps your muscles heal. They do relieve a little bit of pain, particularly if you eat a couple of them. So more likely, the truth of the matter is that it just makes you not realize your arms hurt. It probably isn't actually fixing them.
Okay.
Same difference, right?
Exactly.
Same difference to me.
Pull over there.
Yep.
Were Ivan and Gretel very skilled at any particular thing, like with how they defended themselves?
They were learning how to fight.
Was it just swords and axes and bows, or was there magic involved?
Simple weapons.
Simple weapons. Okay.
Clubs,
So
daggers,
none
that
of
sort
those
thing.
things.
You know, shards of glass.
I wouldn't recommend a shard of glass for a weapon.
It's pretty hard to fight with.
Indeed. Unless you have like a leather strap you put on it, but you probably got 1 shot. So bring the boat on shore.
Okay,
and
you tie it up next to a tree, and there's quite a slope to get up the hill. But if you guys help each other, it's not that hard getting up there.
pick up the small folk, hand them off.
Thank you. I will give you moral support lifting the boat.
The area is shady. It's cool. Who has knowledge of nature? Go ahead.
$18.
You notice that something's off. You don't hear any birds chirping. You had heard birds chirping the whole way up here. In a nice, shady, isolated area like this, There should be some here.
I grab a few of the berries.
Okay.
Pop one in my mouth.
It is far too bitter.
I do not.
Like you have no clue how Calix even managed to swallow one of these. They are.
Yeah.
It doesn't even taste like that ale you had earlier.
I don't think that was one of the right berries.
Can't hold your berries?
I hand you a berry.
They're not alcoholic. I don't understand.
This one's way worse than the one you had earlier. This just tastes terrible.
Can I attempt to bluff to make it seem like I'm okay?
Yeah.
I'll be
Six.
countering with
As I have my
And make
14.
a sense mode.
23.
well, I prepare my bow out just to.
Does it? Here, have another.
You don't know if you'd make yourself do it. That last one.
I'm like tossing the side like.
You want to make a sleight of hand on it?
Oh god. Oh, it's so tasty.
They're obviously the same. I must be. It must be me that notices that the bitterness. Maybe my tongue's just too sensitive.
I give him a nice clap on the back
that
to
why
make
you
sure
were
he
able-
swallows.
Is that why you were able to tell the difference between the ales back
my
at
hands
the
on one of my
brewery?
quivers.
Yes, that's why.
Yeah.
Looking around.
Buford looks at you. Is everything all right?
There's no birds.
I guess there's not. They've probably
So
been
there
driven
we go.
off by the foul-tasting berries.
Yes. there should.
Although, with your knowledge of nature, you know that there'd still be birds around even if they weren't eating the berries. They'd be picking at worms and doing other bird things.
I pull out the beer that I was given and I drink one of those.
It gets the taste out of your mouth. It's helping you feel better.
It's like I'd probably drink about half of it before capping it back up. Like, okay.
Everybody good? Had enough to drink?
I've had.
Enough berries? Are you sure you don't want any more?
I mean, I can get it.
You know what? I'm good. If you guys want to eat some berries, go ahead. I'm save some for you. Go ahead.
Why would they be bitter? It's bitter. Are they not ripe? Looking at him.
Looks at them. They look about. It shouldn't squish that easy. No, something's wrong with these.
I just ate
Like just looking at
Two
them, they
of them.
seem fine, but they should offer a little more resistance than that.
Look at the leaves to see if they're like curled up or anything.
Around the edges, they're dry and crackle. They curl up a little bit.
I think these aren't doing so well. I'm not much for nature, but how would you check a bush to see what's wrong with it?
Cast detect magic.
Couldn't say.
You focus, you roll your hand, there's a little burst of light at your fingertips, and you begin to sense the magic in the area. You sense something moving through the land. It's faint here, but it feels like it may be stronger up ahead. Just some sort of corrupting element.
Yeah, there's some kind of hinky magic going on. I feel it's stronger up that way.
Is that the way we're headed?
Oh, is it?
I don't know the exacts, but I believe so.
Okay, maybe they are connected.
Makes sense then.
I just kind of stretch my arms a little bit, relax, pull out my sword,
I pull up my crossbow.
pull out my shield.
Assume we're leaving the boat here, right?
Yes.
No,
Take
we'll row it to the ruins.
I don't know if we're gonna pull it further in.
Okay.
Row,
not gonna
row
be-
gently through the dirt.
Tide isn't much of an issue here, is it?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave my pack here. Lighten the load a bit.
Okay, and you continue up the path?
Yep.
Okay. You walk for a while and the grass crackles a little bit, more than it should. You're noticing some of the bark turning ashy. Buford stops and starts tightening his boots. It gets a little rough up ahead.
In what way?
Oh, it's dense. Lots of vegetation and rocks as well. So I'd suggest take this time, get ready.
Have you been here before?
And I just know this general area.
Sounds about that, actually.
Go ahead.
And
21.
That makes sense. Okay.
13.
13. You don't really pick up any dishonesty.
Right.
You notice some hesitation. You're pretty sure this person's trying to deceive you.
Let's give a nod. Leave my boots the way they are.
Okay.
Kind of glance at you all with that, like, slightly. I don't know.
And continue on ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Going through, you do get to a really rough area. Lots of rocks, dense vegetation. A lot of the leaves just kind of crack when you touch them, though. After you push through for a while, you come to a series of old ruins. Bricks collapsed, things along those lines. They seem to stretch on a ways.
You think these are the ruins?
I'd imagine so.
Do you see any tracks?
Survival?
Yep.
Okay. $20.
As you begin to search around, you notice a set of boot prints heading up this way and heading into the left side of the ruins. You also are noticing other footfalls. They look like just the skeletal outline of foot treads.
I'm going to do.
What was that?
There's some tracks over here.
What do we have?
Let's see.
Well, you found the two sets of boots that it walked through, and then you see just kind of going in all sorts of directions, just like very, very thin sort of foot treads.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing the two major boot tracks look human.
Well, human are something about that size.
Yeah.
So 2 humans and something else?
Yes.
Okay. We should be on our guard at this point, of course.
Oh,
Let's
faithful
sort
right
Pulls out
here.
a knife.
Okay. Start moving forward.
Okay. Do you direct them the east direction that you saw those boot treads?
Yep.
Okay. Heading off that direction, you weave in between various buildings that are mostly collapsed following them. Eventually you come to 2 corpses. Laying on the ground, they look like they've been heavily damaged. Both just kind of splayed out on the ground, bellies split by something sharp. That looks like they're in a state of decay and probably have been for a little bit. You did smell them actually before you got to them. And there's lots of those thin tracks around it. Both of them are dressed kind of like laborers, both human. Fairly similar to the ones you'd pass on the river.
I look a little disappointed when I see them. Do you recognize them, Buford?
Yeah, those are the workers he sent up here. He goes up and gets close and starts examining the body. Do you think could have done this?
Anyone good with bodies and stab wounds?
Especially.
Would that be a heal check? Or...
Probably.
Yeah. Let me take a look. 17.
17.
Oh,
You're
sorry,
finding.
no, 18. I'm sorry.
Okay. You're finding lots of cut wounds, but you're also finding these long, sharp gouges that look consistent with claw marks.
Does that look like that might have been what killed them?
It looks like the claw marks are mainly aesthetic, not so deep. It looks like the split in the belly from some sort of sharp blade is what actually did the finishing blow.
Okay.
It also looks like they were attacked from multiple directions. They may have been surrounded.
Yeah, it looks like whatever did this, there was some kind of ambush. They were
As soon as he says ambush, I start looking around
Okay.
cautiously.
attacked from multiple different angles in here.
Go ahead and make a perception.
I'm seeing claw marks. I'm seeing claw marks too. Do the claw
I
marks
gotta
look
look
as
around,
old
too.
as the one? The
Yeah, they look like it was done about the same time.
14 for me.
And
I see how it is. Just gonna
Oh.
roll what I got.
22.
Looking around, you see nothing. Just no birds, no animals. The trees are still. No sign of any movement. If it wasn't for the tracks and the 2 bodies before you would assume that no one's been here in a long time.
Okay. So, something surrounded them and killed them. Do they have weapons on them?
They have, one has a axe and the other one has a dagger.
Looks like maybe something that had like an animal. Maybe something that had like a pet.
Claw marks and and slice marks.
Those prints that you saw earlier, they look bipedal, but very, very, very thin prints.
It doesn't look like any animal I know of.
Is there a lot of blood on the ground and stuff too?
No, but it's been a few days. There may have been rain or something that could have washed that away.
Do you think you could follow the prints to where they went?
Possible.
Yeah, you think you could.
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, if there's something causing a problem out here, we should probably dispatch it.
Follow it?
Yep.
Okay.
Or at least see if we can figure out what it is.
You follow the prints throughout the ruins, and eventually it leads you to a large, open, ruined area. And it looks like the prints went into this this opening in the ruins up ahead.
Well, it looks like it's time for an adventure.
Does it look like it goes underground essentially?
Yeah, it's a descending staircase. You can see stone tiled floors below you.
Hopefully we fare better than they did.
Well, we have more than daggers and...
Sure.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you have a few people around you who know how to fight. We will protect you.
1, 2.
I'm now remembering. Hey, I haven't done
Which she didn't look like they did.
The ability to fight yet.
1.5.
I did leave my lantern bag in my bag though. I didn't realize that we were going to be going underground for this.
Oh, that will be a problem, won't it?
I will need to be able to see.
Can we make a makeshift lantern?
Maybe.
Survival.
Well, I was about to just say, I have a torch.
Well, there you go.
Oh, we have a torch.
Never mind, don't worry about the survival.
There you go. Spark.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay. Do you all want me to go first, or...?
Maybe Mordrax should go first.
I do need the marching order here.
Mordrax is an archer.
I will go first.
The hall can fit 3 wide.
You know, I'll go first with you.
Okay.
I'm also fine being in the front. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, all 3 of us can be in the front, probably.
I will guard the rear.
15 feet
Ethan's
is
gonna
plenty
stay
of
in the
room
back,
for
too.
3 people.
Okay.
I don't take up much space.
I mean, just because you don't doesn't mean you don't like to have your space.
It's true.
Okay. You guys start heading in, the torch lit, casting further in. You're seeing very odd sort of designs on the walls, as if someone's etched in pictures of stories, mainly things depicting combat. As the light casts further down into the stone hallway, it comes to a large room that's just right at the bottom of the staircase. In there, everything seems still, and then suddenly, bursts of movement as you see skeletons rising up from the ground. Picking up weapons and beginning to advance on you.
Okay.
As soon as you guys make ready for combat, you hear as Buford has hit a stone tile with his foot and is diving back through the entranceway, which is now quickly closing.
Curse your sudden but inevitable
said
betrayal of your friend.
it! Everybody said they didn't like it. I was saying it.
And you know what? Let's hit the table.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our campaign so far. I hope you guys are enjoying the journey. I know I am. Now, if you guys are looking for a way to support us in this, what you can do is you can look on our Patreon. Even a $1 a month donation really helps us put out better content for you guys, and everything you put into the channel is going to come right back to you guys in the videos. Okay, now back to the table. Okay, we got the layout. Let's roll initiative.
I knew that guy was shifty. I knew it the whole time.
Wait, why didn't you voice it?
Fine.
But I was saying, what if everybody hates him? Why does, maybe you should be concerned by that. But no.
I knew he was acting shady. I thought it was something else.
Nobody listens to the kobold. Okay, right. This is better.
I actually rolled 20 on that one.
Alright.
Nice.
So I got a 23.
What'd you...
I've got a 9.
I might get to go first this time.
You just might. You just might.
And you can show them what you're made of.
Oh, let's see.
All right, everybody got their initiative?
Skin,
Sure do.
meat,
Yep.
bones,
Okay.
blood.
Anybody else above 20?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you had 20.
3. Hoping skeletons are not going faster than me, but
Where were you at?
23.
No, they're definitely not going faster than you.
15 to 20?
They have the potential.
So, is that a knowledge religion check to see if these things take, like, bludgeoning or piercing?
Yeah.
Okay. Or what's that bad plan against these things? I think
10
that
to
is
15?
10.
I'm a 15. 18.
Oh yeah, they take reduced damage from everything but bludgeoning.
Oh, okay. I'm at 15. Calyx. I'm Calyx, the good kobold.
And there are more drafts?
Yep.
The mighty.
Okay, and you and skeletons? You're at 9.
6. A mighty 6.
Just fast enough.
Good job. As far as the skeletons are concerned, you're basically going as fast as I am.
Exactly. As far as I'm concerned, it's the same thing.
Okay, who's up first?
Renault.
That'd be me. Well,
Do you want me to move you?
there seems to be a one that's pretty close there on the left, so seems like a good one to go poke with a rapier, as you do against skeletons. And yeah, give him a poke between the bones.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
It might just actually be between the bones.
Let's see. 13? 13
As you swing at him, he just kind of and quickly jerks off to the side.
Well, sounds about right.
Okay, who we got next?
Me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Close enough.
And what you gonna do?
I'm gonna punch him. As I
I'm
do.
gonna reckon.
I might punch him.
Maybe.
14.
14, you give him a swat, and you just knock out one of the rib bones, sending it flying across the room. But it didn't seem to do any actually real structural damage to the thing.
Aim a little higher.
But he's down a rib bone.
It's very difficult. Next is Calyx.
I take speaking action because that's. Can I speak right?
Yeah, free
Okay,
action.
cool. I go. Guys, it's undead, run!
I just gotta look at you. I mean, I'm worried, but
As you turn around, you see the door, or the gateway entering is sealed by Buford.
Oh no. Okay.
I will not die here. I will get my vengeance on Buford.
I'm gonna get about that far.
Yeah, if you could not get
Yeah,
right
but-
there. Yeah, please
I'm
don't
gonna
be
be
right there. No,
there.
no, okay, go back. Yeah, right there. You're good.
Wait. Okay.
I'm just like trying to like prepare my charge and I'm like, oh no, you're good.
Like to the left. Okay.
No, you're on the left.
Canis, which one? Are you going after the one with the spear?
Yes. Which
Oh.
one with the spear are you talking about? There's like a lot of them with spears.
We're surrounded.
No, we're literally not.
Oh, we're almost surrounded. As I'm gonna cast Burning Disarm on that one.
Okay.
Poppy, I think I liked our last group better.
We're not prepared to fight undead from past encounters.
I definitely prefer our previous lizard man,
We're doomed. Okay.
even though he
Oh.
drowned people.
I believe it was he has to make a reflex save of 14.
Here comes reflex save of, he got a 19 plus 2, 21.
Suck. He may choose to drop the item and take no damage. Otherwise, the hot metal deals 2d4 damage to him.
He's gonna drop it.
What's the effect if he makes a reflex save?
Attempt to reflex save to drop it and take no damage.
Gotcha.
He is going to choose to drop it.
Okay.
Because he goes,
I've
he feels it heating up and just instinctually drops it.
I've disarmed him.
Actually, nah, it's a skeleton. He's not thinking this thing through. He's gonna try to fight through it.
Okay.
How much damage is he taking?
I'm taking 2d4. That's pretty good. 5.
Why do you keep touching my dice?
Because I'm trying to curse them.
5. He keeps a hold of it, takes a few steps forward. It erupts into flames, quickly catching the rest of his dry bones on fire as he collapses. Please remove that piece.
You can do that too.
Skeletons don't have a whole lot of HP.
I feel very proud of myself. I feel like, wow, you know what? I should have done it the last time we faced these things. Don't worry, Caius, I'll protect you.
As the burning bones kind of scatter as he collapses, you get a better picture of the area around you, and you can see some of the skeletons look like they've already been destroyed. They didn't all reanimate, and some of them look like they have crushed bones.
I choose not to share that information.
Well, and everyone can see
I
it.
know, if I can.
Who's next?
Next is Mordrax.
It's more important to look more impressive than
Yes.
to reveal important information to the group.
Yes.
It's true.
I guess I'll go ahead and fire a blunt arrow over this skeleton.
Got a freaking Hawkeye over here with all the fancy arrows.
You have blunt arrows?
Yep.
That'll do it.
He came prepared.
He is prepared.
Yep.
Unlike you with your rapier trying to poke a skeleton.
Hey,
How's that precision going for you?
past experience has proven it's equally effective for me.
I'm pretty sure it misses on
He
11.
actually did kill several skeletons with a rapier.
What do you get?
11.
11. It just sails right by the side of his head.
Can
Hits the wall
kill a
behind you.
skeleton?
You're
Or
no.
behind him. Behind him.
De-animate.
Re-kill a skeleton.
Okay, who's next?
Caius.
If you could move me to the space next to our great swashbuckler with a charge. No.
No,
Has to be
next
directly.
to-
Right here.
Yeah. Right there. Good. I am going to take a swing at him as I go for a power attack.
Okay.
And I get an 18 to hit.
18. You nail him square.
Okay. 3, 6. 6 plus 6 is 12 damage.
12 damage. Even though he's fairly resistant, you hit him hard enough that you end up just shattering the spine. The top just goes flying off, and the whole thing just crumbles into a pile.
I think that went quite well, actually.
Yeah, we're doing way better. Wow. Good for us.
Next is skeletons.
Okay. Move the one in the back with a spear. Move him up. Can he reach someone in 6 squares?
Can we
I
go
don't think
diagonal?
so. You can go diagonal for 1.
1, 2, 3,
So every diagonal counts as 2 steps, remember that. So
5.
every, every other diagonal. So
Thinking about that far. So you started there. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4.
no, it's every other. So 5.
1, 2,
I can't
3,
math.
4, 5, 6. So he can get here.
Oh.
Yeah, move him into there. And he saw what you did to his buddy.
That was
He's
his
gonna
best
come in with
friend.
his spear.
Let's talk
He's gonna
about
try
this.
to drive it down into you.
Let's talk about this. Okay. It's a 15 AC.
And as he hits you
Ow.
and pushes it in through your armor,
Ow.
let's see how much he does.
You mean my tunic?
Oh, through your tunic, are you unarmored?
This slight armor. I can't
Oh.
carry most armor.
It just kind of hits one of your scales and glances off, only dealing 1 damage to you.
There's more to this kobold than we thought. Okay. Ooh, okay.
Okay, the other one. Let's see, what does he have? A sword?
Yep.
He draws back, he's gonna try to get you.
Bring it.
And woof! He swings the arrow that would hit a normally sized person, but it easily just sails right over your head.
Just gotta look back. I don't see anything.
Okay, who's next?
That is bottom of the round.
Top of the round.
Renault.
Well, I'll turn around and once again use my very effective style of fencing against these skeletons here.
Whoosh.
And I'll make an attack on this spear wielder. Yeah. Nah.
Ah,
I got a 12.
Just
test the air.
Just right in between his ribs, and you pull it right straight out.
What's he doing?
Didn't even touch the sides.
Who's next?
Just showing off, really. It takes real skill to do that.
Alright.
a game of operation over here.
I am going to take a 5-foot step just in case
I'm a real person. I would have taken out the swing.
cannot actually
You
beat
say
this
that?
thing yet,
Yep.
and somebody wants to flank it for the lulz. And
Okay. That is true. Maybe. I don't know what this plane is.
let's flurry of blows.
There you go.
Crit
There you go.
does not confirm,
Oh, sadness.
but
It's one angry mouse.
beep 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 beep. No.
Did you lose your D4?
Yes, because he touched it. No.
You can borrow
There
mine.
you go.
You can sign the contract.
2 damages for that first hit.
And you see some of the bones crack.
11, 14 for the second. Is that hit?
You hit him again, but you blow in one of the ribs, and you end up kind of trapping your hand in his rib cage for a moment. You have to shake it to get it back out.
I'm not touching your dice anymore.
That's mine.
What? Yeah, that's...
Next is Calyx.
Oh. Okay. Okay. What am I going to do? I am going to... what would
It
be...
landed on a 4 when it hit the ground.
Can I put up? Can I put up my crossbow and then pull out my quarterstaff? Takes my action.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I do.
Okay.
I'm not gonna shoot up the
Wait, can you switch
crossbow.
weapons with a movement action?
You'd have to drop
I think
one.
it's a standard, but
Well, we have these handy dandy charts with handy dandy actions written on them somewhere.
Yeah.
You can draw a weapon with a move action,
oh, I guess you could
but
drop your weapon, draw it, and then attack.
Okay, that's what
You
we'll
want
do.
to do that?
Sure.
Okay. So you just
All right, let's attack with my quarterstaff.
Hit him with your stick.
All right, let's see how good my stick is. Let's see if I'm just as monkey as the mouse. No, probably not. That is a 9.
you bring it up, you swing it down, and you just kind of.
Do you need help
Sidesteps
over
it.
there?
I'm 1 up. I'm fine. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, who we got next?
Mordrax.
Okay, I'll go ahead and let's hear you. What do you got?
I'm moving you.
No.
Should have attacked the guy and moved around to the other side.
Yeah, you're within range. I'm going to shoot the blunt arrow over here
Mm-hmm.
because I think with those two they might get.
I would hope.
So let's see here. 14.
14. You hit him in the head, but it seems to roll with the blow, spinning his skull around backwards and deflecting the arrow into the wall. He still seems to be functional. He's still swinging.
Yep.
Okay, who's next?
Caius.
Okay. 5, 10, 20. 20 gets me into range with him. If you could put me on the corner, not the corner, but no, not that one. I'm not going for that one. You said you have it. So I'm going to right here. I'm going to go that way. Since you have that one, I'm going to go help our mouse friend.
Oh, okay. Wait, you're leaving me with Mr. Overachiever over here?
You said you have it. You're 1 up, I believe is what you said. I am going to give him just a good old swing with the sword.
Go for it.
What for?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is a 24 to hit.
That'll do it.
And let's see if I confirm. Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Okay, here we go again. 2, 8, 9, 9 plus 12 equals 21 damage.
You swing in, swat the head away, swat the body, and by the end he's just a pile of bones strewn across the room.
Got him!
You definitely did at least the 2 hit points he had left.
I look back at you. These don't seem to be as hard as zombies.
Shh, they don't know that!
Okay, who we got next?
Skeleton singular.
Okay. He didn't like his results with the cobalt last time, so he's gonna try it again.
Oh,
Ready to
no!
hit? He's gonna try to gouge down into you.
Bone to pick with you.
He's gonna...
Oh, I like that one.
Do you really like that?
Oh.
Will 11 do it?
Did me?
Yeah.
Nope.
He stabs down and all he catches is tunics, putting a rip in your clothes, but leaving you unscathed.
Oh.
Hope you know how to sew.
No.
Who's next?
That's bottom of the round.
Top of the round.
Renault.
Alright.
Perhaps if you go for the spine.
I know what I'm doing, don't worry about it.
I know you do, but you're showing off too much.
I'll attack him.
Go for it.
I did. I rolled a 2. So, pretty sure that's insufficient.
No,
You're too busy arguing with him, and you just swing wide,
I'm not
and you
swinging.
don't even... Oh, sorry. You jab wide and off to the left.
Nope.
It's like, what are you talking about?
Don't impale their bones. Use it with the flat part.
Right.
Okay.
Then I'm going to move around him to the other side of where he's at.
Is it behind him?
Yes.
Yep. That would provoke an attack of opportunity.
If he so chooses to make one.
He does.
Alright, then I'm going to use...
And I don't think they've heard you guys yet. They need to step up their game.
Yeah, I'm going to use Opportune Parry and Riposte on that.
Ah.
The smart buff.
Maybe I'll actually do something.
Mm.
No.
Probably not. I'll probably just roll another 2. Oh, no, this time I actually rolled a roll that isn't terrible. I got 24 total.
24. That definitely beats his 5.
Alright, and then I get to make an attack roll. As if I was making an attack of opportunity. So let's do that. And I got 4. So, nah.
So you knock his weapon away,
Yeah.
return with a blow of your own, but it just kind of hits him in the string bins, because it's a rapier.
Is your sword broke?
No. It doesn't stink.
Okay,
Leave
who's
him-
next?
Leave him alone.
I'm
Me.
just worried.
I'm gonna try to punch him. I'm gonna get one of these eventually. No. No.
Okay.
What's
Just a wide blow.
I didn't
Is that
even
what we're
hit
looking? Who's next?
Go to jail.
Go to dice jail.
Does it
I have
feel
it-
like maybe on our previous adventure the 2 of us became cursed somehow?
Alright, I'm gonna try to smite it with the stick.
You need to put some down.
No,
Well.
it was that stupid lich.
What'd you get?
12.
12.
He wasn't actually a lich.
You hit him. You knock off the arm with the shield, sending it flying across the room, but it didn't seem to do any structural damage.
No.
Okay, who's next?
You is Mordex.
Has
Okay.
skeleton gone?
Skeletons are at the bottom.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
at the
yeah, yeah.
bottom.
For some reason, I
With
was
their
thinking they were
mighty, I think it
Oh, that
was
last
6.
This epic skeleton.
I'm going to
Did you get your flanking bonus when you attack that guy?
fire
What's the
blunt
flank-
arrow
what's
over
the-
him.
How much do we get for a flanking
Plus
bonus?
2.
Plus 2.
14?
No.
Oh, okay.
4,
But that is why I got it.
17 to hit.
17 will do it.
Yay! And this is a blunt arrow, so it's going to do blunt damage. For 1 blunt damage.
That's better than
Fuck.
one of any other kind of damage.
You hit him in the sternum. It blows out some of the ribs. You see a crack in the chest. A few of them go piling in, but it didn't seem to be enough to blow him apart. Who's next?
Flying the
Highest.
smallest amount possible.
I am going to,
Crit.
Again.
yeah, go ahead and give me that 5-foot step. As I do a flourish, almost like a dancing flourish, as I bring the sword over my head and downwards towards it with another power attack.
Oh, wait, 2 because of blank shot.
I'll add it on there.
14.
14 will not hit.
Okay.
It seems that when you did that spin around, when he's in that blind spot for the moment, he had actually moved a bit, and you end up coming down just off.
Didn't get him.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, whoever gets him has to buy the next round.
He's gonna win.
I know,
At this
like-
point, I'm convinced this skeleton's gonna win.
He's tanking us.
Well,
He
it's
really
his
is.
turn.
Okay.
He has this, he can punt through a pick of who he doesn't like.
Might as well tell
It
this
reminds me of
story.
an archer I once knew.
I think he's gonna stay with a tried and true course of attempting to kill this kobold.
No! I didn't
Let's
do
see what
nothing
he
to him.
does.
I wish him
Does
good.
a 15 do it?
Ties me.
That does it.
Yeah. He's gonna
Four.
stab me.
He comes in, catches you in the shoulder, and just drives it in with a twist for
Ow.
4 damage.
Ow. Ow.
Are you next?
I'm fine.
That's
You can see
bottom
some
round.
blood trickling
It
down.
hurts.
So top of the round is Renault.
Punch him.
No. I'm gonna poke him again.
Get that +2 bonus from that flanking
Oh,
this
yeah.
time.
Yeah. So now you're rolling like a 4 or whatever is good enough, right? Well, that might be good. I've got a 9 plus 7, so well, 9 plus 9, so 18.
18, that'll do it.
All right. I get to roll damage against something for the first time.
It's only a matter of time.
6 total.
6. You stab in, skewer through the sternum. He gets kind of stuck halfway in. You give it a quick jerk, and it was the last part, the last force the chest needed to just totally collapse, turning him into a pile.
See? What did I tell you? What
Absolutely
did I tell
had
you?
it.
Whole time. Absolutely.
I get it. You're an artist.
Yeah.
You used the rapier.
And let me adjust over. See how that looks. That looks about right. Do you guys do anything in that room? There's not a whole lot to examine besides the fact that some of the bodies seemed like they were already attacked.
I saw a bag over there. Was there or was that just for a show?
No, it's there.
Let's see what this bag here is. I feel my cobalt instincts tingling.
You open it up.
Might be a trap.
It's fruit rotted long ago.
Fruit
Make a
chicken, you
perception.
say?
Like, oh look, there's maggots too. No, 15.
15. You do see a jar in there though.
A jar of dried.
You know, let's see if I can. I'm gonna take my stick, wiggle it around, see if I can like pry.
You finally knock it out. It's honey. Honey never goes bad.
Wait, how heavy is it? This matters.
Honey heavy?
Honey heavy. Okay. Is it more than a pound?
For about a pound.
I don't know if I can carry this. This is kind of heavy. Oh, with my sixth
I'll take
strength. Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay. There you go. Okay. Mordrax, I found your share.
I checked the barrel.
Jane the barrel, it looks entirely empty.
I found a barrel.
Is it
The
a-
wood looks far too old to
I
use.
have honey.
Is it of poor quality?
Wait, no, you're holding my
It
honey.
is now.
No. Oh.
I was thinking if it was more solid, we could roll it down the hallway in front of us.
In case
Okay.
of traps.
Let's regroup.
That would
here.
have been a good idea. No,
that
in
would've
case
been-
there are people.
I pick back up my
Like roll it into
crossbow.
them. Hit them in the shins.
I pick my crossbow back up and got my staff out now.
I'll continue to have my rapier.
I will go to the front of that hallway and kind of set up myself to wait for my compatriots to situate themselves.
Okay, go ahead and set your marching order as if you're about to enter the next room.
Like further up?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Like there?
No, like
Further.
way further up.
Well, I can't reach that. But I want to be in the
So
front.
about here.
Yep, right there.
This
Yeah, just as if you're about to enter the room.
I will also be at the front.
right up front.
I will be right behind.
So
Amanda.
Mass is up front.
Yeah.
So is
Okay.
so is the
And he's up front.
daring swashbuckler of daringness.
Who kind of looks like a legally distinct silver shroud.
You know what? Actually, I'll put it over here so that way we're not.
Let's call
shrouded.
this standard
not silver.
formation. Can we call
Okay.
this standard formation?
I'm okay with that.
Yes.
That's fine
It
with me.
makes sense
that.
to me,
That's fine.
unless we have a reason to change it.
Oh, sorry. Scatter some fresh skeletons as they begin to rise up.
Rise up, skeletons.
All right, we are 1 for 1 versus.
Rise.
We are 1 for 1 versus undead.
And coming up from behind the altar
No lich, no lich, no lich, no lich, no lich.
is a skeleton that looks a little more focused with much nicer heraldry.
Ah, the boss. Ah,
What?
the most likely that he's the head. He's the head skeleton.
It looks like at least in life he was certainly more decorated.
That skeleton looks much more wealthy than the other skeletons.
He does seem to have taken his affluence to the grave.
I don't know if we've got this, guys. He has a hat.
I mean,
But
we could have a hat,
I
though.
was to say, if we fight him, we could take his hat.
I mean, it might be disrespectful. Is this grave robbing? No. We've been forced into the situation.
Yeah. This is grave escaping.
Yes.
I do believe it's a grievance tax if they attack you first.
All right.
Or if they look like they're attacking you first, right? Like if they look like they're going to? Or do we have to wait?
I don't know.
Okay, as you guys enter in, they spring to animation.
They look aggressive.
They do look aggressive. They look like they're preparing to bear down on you. And we need to add someone to the initiative at a 21.
Oh no!
Dun dun
Our skeleton
dun.
champion.
Almost fast enough. Almost.
Maybe someday when he's older.
And we're keeping the rest of the initiatives
Mhm.
safe? Okay.
I don't think skeletons are like fine wine. I don't think they get better the older they are.
Okay, who's first?
Renault.
Me. Well, there's a skeleton in here that looks more important than the others, and it'd be a shame not to fight that one. So.
No.
That is the swashbuckler credo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run over there and jump up on that altar and stab down at him.
Hey, it gives you high ground.
There you go.
Say,
So if someone could get him on top of that altar.
do I need to make any
the altar?
kind of check
Yep.
to jump onto the altar or anything? Or?
No, if you come at it from the right angle, you're going to be unopposed, so you can just jump up there.
You're desecrating the desecrated altar.
+1 for having high ground.
That's just to the hit, right?
Yep.
Maybe I can do it.
Go for it.
No, I rolled a 1.
I was like, I'm gonna jump on the altar.
And as you swing down at him, you catch your foot on the back part of the altar, stumble forward, and totally miss your attack. Okay, who's next?
Skeleton champion.
Turn him to face the guy on the altar.
Am I still on the altar? Or?
Yeah, you're still on the altar. It just caused you to miss.
Gotcha.
He raises up his shield and is striking around you, trying to plunge it down into you. Well, up into you.
Okay.
Good, you've distracted him. I say
Yeah,
unconvinced.
true enough.
At this point, I'm not particularly confident enough to try to use any deeds, so I'm just gonna hope my AC is sufficient.
15?
18.
He hits you and it just barely slides off your armor. Who is next?
Me. I am. Oh, that won't put me in. Darn.
I've got a fair amount of confidence, but so far this has been testing it.
Drat. Double drat.
Yeah.
So to look cool, can I like jump and roll over that crate and land in front of that skeleton?
I am okay with it to look cool.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that.
So
Put
we're-
me in front of the skeleton with a shanky shank.
Going all Jackie Chan style.
Yeah. And I'm gonna punch him.
Let him have it.
Hey! I actually probably hit this time.
Give him your clobberizers.
19.
What you really should have
19 will hit.
jump over the thing as you're going over it, grab it, bring it down.
That is bigger than me. No. 2 damage.
Seems you're not trying
2
hard.
damage. You feel his bones reverberate as you deliver a hard strike.
Yeah.
You know, if you had to throw anything, a crate is something.
Okay, who's up next?
Kill it.
I think it does count as
Me.
a thing.
Can you move me? Can we go through our allies?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless they want to stop you.
I mean, I might, depending on what you're doing. I doubt it, though.
Oh, sorry.
4, 5, 6. Can you move me in front of the skeleton? With the spear right here? 5, 10, 20. There we go. I'm gonna try to hit him with the stick.
Go ahead.
You got those two over there?
Nope. Sure don't.
Okay.
And whiff. Who's next?
More dragons.
We're gonna try a little harder next time.
Okay. Here it is around some. Going over here. Going to drop my leather peering knife, and while I'm doing it, I'm casting darkness on it.
Okay.
So, what is the light level right now?
Dimly lit. Just from the torch.
So now it's going to total darkness.
Okay.
For how big of an area is that?
It's a pretty big area if I recall
20
correctly.
foot range.
Okay.
Why?
That's good.
Religious knowledge. Do the skeletons have dark vision?
Go ahead.
Nope. No idea.
Sure. Let me give you some dice.
Oh no, sorry. That's not a 1. I thought it was a 7. 14. Or no, 15.
15. They have life sense, if I recall correctly,
Oh.
so that will not deter the skeletons, but it will hinder your human and those of you with low light vision. I think can't deal with dark vision. See through it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I just kind of like
Here you go.
more
You just kind of map out the area with those.
Also, your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Mordrax, why did you do that?
Been working with you for this whole time. He said he was from this area.
Ha! I'm like, oh good. I'm like, don't worry. They can't see us. They can sense us,
I kind of forgot.
but they can't see us.
Yeah, they don't have eyes.
I was a little worried for a minute.
Okay. Well, it looks like Poppy's on the outside of it.
Congratulations.
Okay, so you come up, focus, release your energy, and the whole area goes dark.
Okay. Right.
You're right. This wasn't easy enough.
Like, let's make it harder.
Okay, who's next?
Caius.
I do have dark side because I am a native outsider. 5. 10. And I'm going to roll an acrobatics check in order to try to get that last little bit of movement.
Okay.
Move through one of his threatened squares.
Make the
I
roll.
have my shield out and my light armor. So I'm at a -4 from that, but I'm okay at acrobatics. So 12.
12 will not do it.
Okay, he gets an attack on me. If he wants to. I mean, he can
No,
do
he
that.
wants to.
Oh, okay.
He's totally all about this.
Wow. These are very
that?
aggressive
What's
skeletons.
the concealment for total darkness?
If he had it, it would be 20%, I believe?
If it's in total darkness, it's going to be 50%.
50%. Okay, great.
Okay. 16, will that hit you?
No.
Okay.
I deflect it with my shield.
Chink!
Thank for the sake of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sparks fly, but no one sees them. Except for, I guess, those of you who can see in dark vision.
I mean, everybody
Oh,
except for
everybody
Renault.
Yep.
Yep. I'm the only one who
Oh,
can't
can you see with low light?
Not in dark.
Nope. So if you're in there and you have low light
Yeah.
vision, you can't see.
I don't have either, so
Oh.
But you're
You
just
don't?
outside.
that's true.
I am now going to take a swing at this skeleton.
Go
Well,
Dead center.
well, you might not be able to see him. Well, he doesn't know that, so probably still get my flanking bonus.
Yep.
Okay. So lay into him with a 13. Let's go. That's great.
13 does not do damage. As you strike in there, you hit his hard bone and you're not able to crack through it.
Okay. Now Renault, I'm on the other side of him.
Stab toward the sound of my voice.
Be careful how deep you stab.
Okay, who's next?
Skeletons.
Okay.
Move
that skeleton in close combat with... Yeah, right there.
Oh, hello.
Move that one up in close combat with Calyx.
Okay, guys. This.
Okay. First, the one attacking Poppy. Does a 13 hit you?
Nope.
The one attacking Caius. Caius. For 19.
19. Let me see here. With my shield is exactly enough.
And he gets you for 2 damage as he finds a open spot in your arm and just drives it in.
I go.
Next, the first one on Calyx.
Guys, can we talk about this?
I imagine a 3 does not get you.
Oh, no.
As he swings entirely off.
Easy skeletons.
What about 12?
No. Oh, sweet.
As that one fails to get you as well.
I think you have that over there. Just believe in yourself.
It seems your reasoned arguments have convinced them.
That's all I have left.
Let's see. Are you blind actually right now?
Me? No.
No.
Oh, okay. Then who's next?
That's bottom of the round. So.
Top of the round.
Back to me.
Go, Renault.
You might
You
want
Moving toward
found
you, huh?
yourself in quite a predicament.
Don't worry, I'll
I'm gonna
fix it. My turn.
My plan is to stab where he was. And generally towards where his voice is coming from, but not that
Yeah.
far.
Please don't hit me.
So I'm going to try to do that. Well, I rolled an 11 plus... So 19 total?
19, and there's a 50% chance of missing on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Would you care to roll it, or should I?
You can.
Okay. Evens, you're going to hit. We have a 5. You swing, but you don't feel like you connected with anything.
You didn't hit me.
Well, that's good.
Good. You almost got him.
Who's next?
Skeleton champion.
Skeleton Champion is still interested in fighting with you.
To be fair, though, this wasn't really any different than ACs.
Well, except your AC now.
I mean, like...
Yeah.
Okay.
And a 21 will hit you. And... Gotta find my 1d8.
Hopefully he's not a rogue.
He comes in and gouges deep into your leg for 7 damage.
That's quite a bit.
And who's next?
Me.
I should have warned me he was attacking me.
I'm sorry. There's a skeleton attacking me too.
Let's go for the double punches.
Double punchies?
Double punchies.
Give him the flurry.
Okay, 10 doesn't hit,
Nope.
but a 19 should.
19 will hit.
Is that in crit range for fists?
No.
4 damage.
4 damage. You hit him, throwing the chest straight backwards as the head and arms come down in a pile as you hear a as the ribcage shatters in the wall behind it.
That's good. Can you get the other one?
The other 4?
In a second, can I take a 5-foot
You
step
may take a
Yes.
step.
into his face? There we go.
And now I can't be flanked from that angle.
And who's next?
Calyx.
Oh, I need to save my healing in case people need to be healed. So we're just going to try to bash with these guys with the stick.
Yeah, nobody needs to be healed right now.
Do you appear to be severely injured?
Moderately severe.
Moderately severely.
Let's try to...
On a scale of
Well.
1 to your max HP.
Like a 1 out of 7, like between 1 and 17, I'd say I'm about a 10
Let's,
out of 17.
Instead, but I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna just do something else instead here. Let's see how far I am here. Can I attempt to make a step here and attempt to not provoke an attack of opportunity?
Are you only taking a 5-foot step?
Yes.
Are you trying to step onto the bag?
Yeah.
I'd be able to do.
Where?
Under
Where?
the bag.
Oh,
On top,
yeah,
not
yeah,
in.
yeah.
Okay.
As you step on the bag, you just feel things crush
Yeah.
underneath. It doesn't deter you.
I'm going to use one of my abilities. I'm going to attempt to use Dust to Dust. I'm attempting to make a Sunder combat maneuver. I'm going to use my character level and my caster level as my base attack bonus. Or
Yep.
BAB.
Does that provoke?
It should if you do not have improved Sunder.
We'll try. We'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Okay, you're provoking 2 attacks then.
Although you could have taken... No, that would have put you in... Yeah.
I don't
Go ahead.
want to risk getting rid of stuff. More directed stuff. So yeah, we'll
Okay.
see.
Attacks of opportunity.
I took the last 2.
The attacks of opportunities go up first, right?
Correct.
Okay. And 18, I assume, hits you?
Yep.
And does a 17?
Yep.
They're both going to hit. First one's for 4 damage.
Okay.
This will be very
And the
poetic
second
if
one
it
is
kills
for
them.
5 damage. Are you still up?
No.
Okay. You step in and begin to focus your energy, but in that moment when you're distracted,
No.
slash, stab,
Just enough.
and everything goes black.
That was just enough to drop me to 0.
Are you at 0?
Yeah.
Okay, you are technically still up.
Oh.
You are what we could call staggered. You may take a move or a standard action on your turn. You've already acted for the most part on your turn, so you wouldn't be able to. Actually, no, you've not taken a... Okay, you're in the middle of an action. So you can still finish your action. But
Oh.
if you do, you're going to take a negative 1 HP. You're going to take 1 damage. Because it's an extraneous action.
Do you take it and go down?
We'll give it a shot. Let's try to break their weapons.
Okay.
Okay, so what I begin doing is I just begin pulsing with magic and shaking the ground around me as it appears as their weapons are violently shaking. And then so they are absolutely fine as I release my apocalyptic energy as I slip right into...
Their weapons shake. As your
Nope.
vision goes black, you do not hear them break.
Nope.
As you slip from consciousness.
There it is. I'm just going to take a nap now.
Okay, who's
You
next?
want to tip him over so we don't forget.
I don't know.
I don't think it's that kind of nap.
Nope.
I think it's
It
the...
is not
Nope.
that kind of
It's the
Okay, so
dying.
That was
I think
Calyx,
it's
so
your
Mortis.
-1 kind of nap.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and move this and my knife back a little bit so that way, because it's concentrated on an object, so as long as it's
Okay.
on me, it should be able to.
Okay, so moving your knife back, which moves the darkness back is on the knife. Got it.
Yep. And I'll go ahead and.
As Renault's vision returns.
Yep. I'll go ahead and
You
shoot
see a
on
dying
him.
Yeah, you guys can now see
Ah,
what
yes,
happens to...
that is my blood
yeah.
all over that guy's weapon.
I'll shoot over at him.
Okay.
The guy with spear. Right. For 17.
17 will hit.
And with a blunt arrow, so 4 blunt deck.
You hit him and he blows into pieces. Who is next?
Okay. I look at my kobold friend over there down. I look at the distance between us. I look at this skeleton that's chomping at you with its dagger. Is it a dagger or is it a sword?
It's a sword.
Okay, sword. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go for him because he's right there, and let's see what we can do.
Which him are you going for?
The champion.
Gotcha.
Going for another power attack. I will likely always be going for a power attack, as it makes me stronger. 5, powerful. 14! That sounds familiar. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and use a hero point. For those of you who are aware of what hero points can do in this game. I'm going to expend my hero point in order to get a +4.
Okay, go for it.
So that puts me at an 18 to hit.
18. You focus, you draw your heroic energies, and BAM! You strike him.
Nope. No, that
For
needs to be on
minimum damage.
I mean, it might be. 3, 6. 6 plus 6 is 12 damage.
12 damage. Let's see, with the reduction. You hit him, you send a shockwave through his body, you knock off some of his ancient armor. But he still stands. But he does look hurt.
And now you can finish him off. I look at you pleadingly.
Don't worry, we can handle it.
Who's next?
Skeletons.
Let's see what we got. Move the skeleton with the dagger into close combat with Mordrax.
Yeah, I figured that would be okay.
Is it charging?
Yeah, let's do it as a charge. Rolled over a few of my notes. Okay. I imagine a 10 does not do it.
Nope.
As he swings, but he only catches you in armor. Who? The other one is going to swing at Poppy.
Oh, Poppy.
I imagine 11 does not do it. He heavily broadcasts his move, and you can easily just sidestep it.
Perhaps you're not the only one who's cursed.
Okay, who's next?
Dead. Who knows?
I'm just that good. Bottom of the round.
Top of the round.
Renault.
That's me.
You've got a flanking bonus, get that plus 2.
And you don't have that. And you don't have that concealment anymore. So hey.
You don't have that high ground bonus because the flanking bonus is higher. Technically.
It's fine. Or that +2 than +1. So.
I know, right?
Oh goodness, that looks like a roll that'll actually hit. 22 total.
22 will hit.
Let's see if I can do some damage. 5 total damage.
You hit him, and your rapier just bends as it presses against his hard bones. No damage. Who's next?
Keep it focused on.
Skeleton champion.
Skeleton champion.
Over here! Fight me! Oh, yeah.
There's someone standing on top of his altar. He wants to knock him down.
Alright, I'm gonna try to parry your post again.
Okay.
Maybe. Aha, I got a 23.
23 will beat his 12.
Sweet, and then I'll try to attack him with the first. Nope.
Just a whiff and a whiff. Okay.
It's 14 miles.
Who's next?
Me. I haven't moved.
But I didn't get hit.
Let's see if any of my punches land. 13. And
My particular variety of swashbuckler
12.
relies on
so
only critical
Nope.
hits to recover.
Whiff.
Exactly.
Whiff. Let's see, who's next?
Calyx. I'm starting to think I'm not great at this.
I'm okay. I'm just...
No, believe in yourself.
So
Oh, yeah, you're dying.
I believe you need to make your first save.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a DC 10.
And you add your constitution modifier only. But you got it though.
I did. So I stabilized myself.
You are not bleeding out on the ground.
I'm just gonna lay down for a little bit.
You're also unconscious.
Unconscious.
Thank goodness.
Who's next?
The room's a little quieter.
Mordrax.
We don't
Okay.
say it. We
5
make
foot
it.
step
But we
back.
all know it.
Mm-hmm.
We're all silently thankful.
We're all okay with the moment's reprieve.
And firing into him. The guy who was attacking. And that is a definite miss. Out.
As goes right by him. Who's next?
I am going to attack this skeletal champion again. And I am going to continue to power attack.
Go for it.
It's only a -1. That'll never come back to bite me. Yeah. 17 to hit.
17 will do it.
Okay, let's see if it's one higher. 2, 6, 6 plus 6 equals 12. Very consistent with that.
Let's see.
A weapon that rolls 2d4s is going to be fairly consistent.
Yes.
You give him another hard blow. You throw off bones and bits of ancient armor. You can tell that he's sustained a notable amount of damage, but he still looks like he's capable of fighting.
Just kind of look at him, look at you, nod.
Okay. Who's next?
Skeletons.
The skeleton that is against Mordrax, he's going to drop his shield and sword and come at you with his claws.
Weird strategy, but
Has 2 attacks versus 1.
And neither of them land anywhere near you. He's scratching, but they are just fumbled blows. The other one is he's going to turn and attack Caius.
Hey!
Caius, sorry.
You're fighting me.
And imagine a 9 does not get through.
No.
He strikes you in your armor but cannot pierce it.
He's gotta try to save his boss.
And who's next?
Bottom of the round.
Top of the round.
Well, this has gone well so far. Attack him again. I got run. 1. Over 1.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
You just stick it right through those bones.
Go.
Next.
Skeleton champion.
He's going to keep coming for you. He has found his target. He wants to finish him off. 22.
Just get him all out of the way now.
Okay, 22 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll work.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
5, 6. For another 7 points.
Not dead yet. Not looking good. Not dead yet.
As he catches you this time just below the ribs.
Ow.
The inside of your armor is feeling warm and wet with streams of blood.
It could be anything though. Who knows?
Alright, fair enough. I mean, you haven't taken off your clothes to check.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Me. I'm gonna get him this time.
Get him.
No. 17?
Better.
17 will do it.
Give him the hurt.
Punch him in the face.
That wasn't a roll, that was a drop. Come here. 4 damage.
That'll work.
For damage, you come in with several blows, blasting apart his femurs. As he drops it down, you're able to grab his skull and just drive it into the stone floor, shattering it as the animated body collapses.
this one.
Mm-hmm.
2 down.
Good job! Do you have a potion?
Oh, yeah. Do you need one?
I look over.
Yeah, I need.
If you could help our kobold friend out.
Okay.
Who's next?
Helix. Oh, you're stabilized, so you don't need to roll anything. More Drax.
Another 5-foot step back.
The darkness is slowly retreating.
Yep. And firing at him again.
Go for it.
Darkness is leaving us.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. He goes sailing right between the bones.
The darkness is shooting at us.
It hits the altar. You feel the thud from the arrow striking the altar and shaking a little bit. Who is next?
Knew he turned on us.
Okay.
Okay, this skeleton has stood here far too long. I'm going to power attack him again.
He's not scared of us.
He's really not. He shouldn't be.
He definitely shouldn't be scared of me.
Okay, so that is a 24 to hit.
24 will do it.
See if I confirm.
Smite him.
That is not a confirmation from previous experience. But I do damage. I do 12 damage. And continue to do 12
Mr.
damage.
Consistency.
You come down over, striking him in the head, splitting his helmet and driving it straight through. Just crush, shattering each bone as he gets lower with the weight of your blade. As at the end, he's dust and scattered metal and bone.
Thanks.
No problem. Thank you for being there. You were distracting him.
And
Certainly
who's
was.
next?
Diplomacy.
The last skeleton.
11.
Move him up into close combat with Mordrax. Natural 1. And definitely not enough as he continues to feebly claw at you.
Okay, so back up to top of the round then.
Top of the round.
Rena,
Somewhere in that darkness, you hear a skeleton fighting, but you don't know where.
you hear a skeleton fighting poorly.
You also see a down
Yeah,
kobold.
get the kobold.
No. don't have anything for him either. I gave him the potion that I had to her.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And unless
Are you keeping them in a barrel underneath your neck?
oh my
If not,
God.
you should.
No.
It would be adorable.
No, it would be weird because I'm humanoid and that makes it extra strange.
Or as the kids be saying, totes adorbs.
Don't ever say that again, please.
But I like to say it.
Well, I'm just gonna have a seat on this altar, and we're just gonna
And
hang
keep
out
bleeding?
for a minute.
Okay, you have yourself a nice little rest as your blood is soaking into the altar.
Yep. Hope that doesn't do anything.
That's good.
Okay, I can actually make it up to the kobold. Here, drink it.
She'll roll it. You don't roll it.
Sorry.
It's not a D4.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
that's not
it's
the right
D8,
die.
I'm sorry.
The D8 plus 1.
Yep.
D10.
D4s would do that.
I wish I was rolling it. Thank you very much.
Okay, so you heal 2.
That's enough.
It's enough. It is
Barely
a
not dead.
waste of a potion,
Dude.
but it is enough.
Did we win?
As you come to consciousness, you feel something warm in your stomach, and you look around, and all the skeletons you can see are destroyed.
Oh, I did it.
You
I did it right before I collapsed.
no, you did nothing.
Well, admittedly, it
Oh.
probably is
Go
a
ahead and
he
rest. Okay.
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 And I'm sitting
It
and
does-
rotting fruit, probably.
Oh my goodness, yes, you collapse onto that bag of rotting
I'm having
fruit.
such a bad day.
There are
in your
bugs
storm
crawling all
clothes.
over you when you wake up.
Oh my gosh, there's probably not even honey in this one either.
It's okay. We tried hard.
I'm just gonna lay in the rotten fruit and just contemplate the poor choices of my life.
Okay. Well, can you heal? Do you know healing spells?
I'll heal you. Here it comes.
I'm not hurt.
Like, wait, who am I healing?
But Renault is hurt, and you are hurt.
Oh, it does. It hurts so bad. Okay, I'm up. Where are we going? Okay. All right. I'm
Okay, whose turn is it actually, though?
mine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm going to move
Move back
myself
in to stand.
To stand, and I'm going to stand here.
You could use your standard action to move as well. And
Well-
move over towards Renault if you wish.
I'll just hang out over there. Okay,
That's fine.
We'll put all the wounded in one place.
that's
Now,
fine.
Are you
And
going to jump
hopefully
up
there
there and
isn't a
sit
spray
next to
fire.
him?
No, I'm just gonna.
That way the altar has more blood to
Yeah.
There you
absorb
go.
for its
Put
ritual.
spare some of my blood on the already desecrated altar. There we go. Let's make it worse. I'm good.
Ordrax.
Smite it.
Do you have this?
I'll help him in a moment.
Okay.
Can't see what's going on in there.
Yeah, I got the trick is trying to avoid you. I survived.
It's like, how's Mordrax doing?
I don't
Oh,
know. I
it
can't
came
hear
at
him.
I mean, I
It's
can see
okay,
in there.
It really
I mean, I
didn't
can
make
see in
any
there.
Do you have
difference
dark
on
vision?
whether or
Yeah.
not I was getting hurt. So
Yeah.
Do you have dark or low light?
I have dark.
Oh, wow.
He has to have something for the bad stats they gave him.
15.
Yeah.
15 just narrowly misses it.
Okay.
It hits him, it pings off, and he goes flying off. Kind of going over Poppy's head.
Hey, watch it.
good thing
I'm
she's
trying
short.
to.
Who is next?
Okay.
I am going to charge that skeleton.
Go for it.
If you could move me to that skeleton in a charge
Mark.
manner. I'm going to power attack as well. I don't mind power attacking. It's kind of overkill probably for these
Yeah.
guys.
But
So it's a 16 to hit.
it's power
16
attacks
will
all the way
hit,
down.
just barely.
And he smites it.
2, 5, 11 damage.
11 damage will do it. Would you like to describe it?
Yeah, I just like run up to him and just gonna like, got him. He just kinda collapses.
Ting, 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 ting.
It's very anticlimactic.
Yep. For an anticlimactic fight.
It's okay. We killed the main one.
Yeah,
Earlier.
It was dramatic earlier, and then
I say we, but you know.
I mean the flanking
I
Mortis was there.
yeah.
Okay.
I saw one set of footprints.
The combat seems to be
on the
over,
other side,
Oh,
which caused
alright.
the flanking.
and we'll be right back. Hey guys, we want to take a quick moment to give a few thank yous. These are not endorsed, these are just people that we're big fans of. First, our local friendly gaming store, the Gaming Guild. They're a great place for people to organize, plan games, go and get your supplies, all that stuff. We love you guys, thank you so much. The second, to the Tabletop Crafters Guild. They're a wonderful online community where we learned how to make all of our terrain, and me and Amanda actually made all the terrain for this campaign. Jeremy, you're my man, I love you, love my Proxon, you're a great guy.
DM Scotty, you never cease to amaze me and inspire me.
Thank you guys so much. Okay, now back to the campaign. Now with the chamber cleared, you begin to fully examine your surroundings.
And 2 minutes later, the darkness dissipates.
And I'm going to heal myself by drinking a potion and then casting a spell.
Wait. Why are you
What?
guys... Don't drink your potion.
Why?
Those are expensive.
Oh, I'm sorry. My shield.
Cure yourself.
I will cure myself then.
Those are about, I think, what,
For
about
7.
45 gold apiece?
50 gold.
Oh,
50 gold apiece.
goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wanted to buy one. I didn't have enough money.
Thank you for healing him.
Thank you. Would you like some
Oh,
healing
good.
too?
Yeah, I could use a little.
As I lay my hands on you to... Let's see how good of a job I do. Okay, 10, okay.
Nice. I'm still not at full, but nice. Thank you.
Probably pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're feeling more energized now that you're not leaking blood out. As you examine the room, though,
Yeah.
you
sorry.
notice a
Forgot to
small...
count about for you, unfortunately.
I mean, you know, I needed a little more of a challenge. It wasn't hard enough yet, so.
As you examine the room, you see a small treasure chest off in the corner, and also flanking the 2 sides of the staircase that the large open tomb is on, 2 dead bodies.
Hope it's not them.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's
You have the
it's
victory.
definitely them.
One is a male in a crude leather armor and holding a sword. The other one's a female holding a hammer and is also in what looks like old guard chainmail.
Do they match the pictures?
They match the pictures.
I look in the sarcophagus. Is there anything inside?
Nothing inside except for a burnt outline of a man's form in heavy armor. You see a similar dark mark on the side of the sarcophagus, like someone had lifted themselves out of it. The heavy mailed glove that leaves a handprint doesn't match the more powerful skeleton you fought.
Something got out of here.
Well, I think we can all agree that when we get out of here, we kill Rupert,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
No qualms,
Um,
Bobby.
I say we...
Not immediately. I want answers.
I was going to say, I think we question him to see if he knows anything about what got out of here. And then I do believe that he does need to be dealt with.
All right.
I,
Well, if that is like talking to someone, asking them questions, and they're gonna start trying to get you not to kill them.
And that is when your resolve must be firm.
I mean, my resolve is firm. That's not the issue. Just making sure that we're in agreement that Buford is dying for this.
do we do it, or do we let the town do it? Actually, the town might not do it.
The town will
Yeah,
do
might
it.
as well-
Well, they... Oh, well,
They don't have a jail. They have a gallows.
Perhaps we should bring him to town so he can be an example.
As long as it gets done, I don't care how it happens. I don't need to personally take vengeance on him.
Okay, but we should take these two. I checked them for marks to see if they have any, like, black handprints on them or anything.
No slashes. It looks like one of them was the boy was hacked to death with a very powerful blow. The girl looks like she has been scratched and cut many times.
They were probably would soften these things up in here before we got here.
More than likely.
I don't think so. It would be reckless for them to just charge into the... I guess if they're trying to flee.
They didn't have an exit.
That's right. True.
They probably got tricked by Buford. Pretty much the same thing that happened with us probably happened with them.
My question is, why would he trap us down here?
To try to kill us so we couldn't tell anyone. What does he gain?
Because we were already looking into it. Like eventually we were going to find stuff.
What does he gain from it?
Yeah.
From this entire thing? Well, this guy got up. Whoever this is probably got up. He might be working for him. I doubt he is him. But maybe that's why we need to question him. I pick up the bodies.
Okay. You scoop up the bodies and begin to head back out. Does anyone pick up the chest?
I was going to say, I'm going to check out this chest before
I seem to have forgotten about the chest.
I didn't forget about it, but I didn't want to be insensitive.
I seem to have completely forgotten about it.
I head over to the chest to check it out.
As you begin to dig through, there's a very large, very beautifully made axe, as well as several handfuls of gold coins.
Well, there's some stuff over here if anybody wants to help carry this.
I have my hands full.
That's understandable. I mean,
If you could help him, Mordrax?
sure.
You guys, you go over there and help him. Try to... Oh, we should see if it's cursed or something.
Detect magic.
Nothing from within is magic.
Nope.
Okay.
There's definitely not a boat back out there when we get out, though.
Oh, he's gonna take our boat.
Oh, your stuff's in there, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like regular supplies kind of stuff. It's nothing important.
That guy's
But
so.
it is definitely an annoyance.
That guy is so
very minor.
mean.
Hopefully, like, he's still out there very confident that we've died and just waiting to come in and, like, loot us or something.
That might be a possibility, but we shouldn't stay around to find out.
No,
We should go out
not.
there.
Let's get out of here.
Let's see. So there's a way to close it from the other side. How do we do this
didn't
without...
you press a button on this side and then step back
he
through?
hit a button on this side and then dove through. Actually, he hit a specific stone slab in the floor.
Let me take a look at that. I might be able to figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. Going back, you get to the staircase, and sure enough, the stone slab is still in place.
I am going to try to roll disable device.
Okay. Start filling with the
Yeah. Put the
with the
bodies down,
stone
start
that's
floating.
recessed.
Yes. Don't mess up. Don't mess up. It's not messing up. That is a 23 to disable.
Okay. You fill the stone, and you're pretty sure if you can get it lifted up, that it'll actually re-trigger it. It takes some time working at it, unless... Do you have any specific tools that might be helpful?
No, I have a disguise kit. Let's see, we need something flat and sturdy. Dagger.
I have a spare short sword.
I try to use the dagger and the short sword in order to... The small-sized short sword, so 2 daggers.
It takes you about 15 minutes of wiggling with it to find where it... an angle that you can start lifting it up. And as soon as you crank it up a little bit, the whole thing snaps back up. And it goes... And you can see the light pouring back into the hallway.
Whew. Okay. I pick the bodies back up.
Okay. And you begin following the path back that you guys took to get here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Trekking back that way, to your surprise, your pack, your boat, it's all still there.
Try to track him.
Yeah. I'm planning on doing.
I guess we would also look for identification on the 2 bodies.
15.
Or anything like of note, like a ring or anything that's theirs.
Simple tools. They have money on them still. Just, it looks like all the stuff a standard person would carry.
Yes, we gather as much as we can and we're going to bring it back to town.
Okay. What did you get on your track?
15.
We could just take the
15?
bodies.
You don't think he came this way. You don't see... You can find his tracks from earlier, but you don't see any sign that he doubled back this way. He must have went a different direction.
He went somewhere else.
I put the bodies with the boat. Well, let's follow from where he was, then see if we can find his tracks.
Okay. Heading back to where you guys were?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and make another track roll.
We wander back into the place, looking at his
No,
prints.
that's good.
He's in there. He presses the button again.
Just
All
keep
the
trapping.
skills just get back up.
What do you get?
12.
It's like a garbage
12?
photo.
It doesn't look like he's really doing anything to hide his footprints. He had walked back through the ruins and he was heading off into the woods.
He's heading off to the woods.
Into the woods. Okay, well, we're following.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You follow for about 15 minutes, just going through straight wilderness, and you see a opening up ahead, and you come out in the farmland. You can see Grunkauf up ahead. It looks like he may have just took a shortcut back through the trees and went right back to town.
Wow. He's got some nads of steel right there. That's some
We
nerve.
should we?
So he's just back in town now, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just go back.
You see one of the farmers starting to make his way towards you, kind of looking at you like, who are these guys?
I wave at him politely.
He waves. Greetings, folks.
Hello. We're adventurers. Not here
Oh.
to stay for too long. We've been hearing that you have problems, and we're trying to solve them.
I'm glad to know that there are people here trying to fix them.
We had a boat out back, but out near the river. We're gonna. Should we gather our things that way and then come back?
I think we should just head back down the river again.
It's good to know that there's a shortcut this way, but we'll take our boat back that we borrowed from the brewmaster.
Okay, well, what were you doing up here with one of the brewmaster's boats? You don't look like any of his berry pickers.
Oh, he wanted us to look into some of his men that went missing.
Did you find them?
Unfortunately, yes. The worst, unfortunately.
Oh. I'm sorry, I'll let you get back to your business.
Thank you.
And he starts heading back towards his house.
Excuse me, did you see Buford pass through here?
He rolls his eyes. Yeah, I did. Bryce slurking his work again. No wonder everyone ends up getting hurt working with him if he takes his work that
Go
way.
figure.
Where did he go?
He took the road just heading back up to town.
Okay. Should we go talk to him first, or should we deal with...
Let's just go get our stuff.
Okay.
I think he'll be there.
Okay. Alright. So I guess we go back, we go grab the last two bodies, put them on the boat.
If there isn't room for all of us, plus the bodies.
I needs me to hold some large baskets. You guys can all fit in.
4 corpses are easily just a basket apiece.
And 2 of you guys are small size.
I
Yeah,
mean, one of
you
us
can
can
share
share a
one.
square with another of your kind.
Don't forget the chest of loot.
Hmm?
And we set back down the river. I guess it's a little easier this way.
Yeah, you guys can kind of just follow the current melee and keep from going into the banks. You don't pass any of the berry pickers anymore. It looks like they've all kind of headed back towards the brew house. After a short period of time, you guys coast right back up to
Does anyone
where the brewery
have
is.
a blanket or anything?
Yes, I do.
We can use mine.
I don't know if that's enough. As I look at the small-sized blanket. I put the blanket over them. I prayed to someone for them, but I don't know who it.
You see Brynjard quickly making his way down with a chipper staff waving at you guys.
It's gonna give him a shaking.
He pauses for a moment.
Can I push in?
He slowly starts to approach.
You said it was Buford?
No, Brynjard.
Brainerd, okay, just
Wow.
making sure. And kind of dock off to the side and tie it off.
We have bad news.
What's wrong?
They're all dead. Undead did it.
Oh, God.
Specifically, it seems like Buford might have something to do with it.
Wait, what? Buford?
Yes.
What does he have to do with all this?
So, he told us that they were going to go on an adventure, at least the 2 young ones, and we followed him to the ruins, where he said they might be. We followed trails in there. When we got in there, he pressed a switch that closes a wall on us, making us fight.
Just give me a moment. He motions up to one of his workers. He goes like that. And you see them starting to close the large doors.
Is he in there?
Yeah, he returned to work. He said that he met you, pointed you off in a direction that you suspected he might have gone.
No, he pressed a switch on the floor that closed the door behind us and made us fight a bunch of skeletons. There are at least 8 of them, maybe more. Also, there was like a sarcophagus in there, and so like something had tried to climb out of it. Something that left like a black handprint.
Should I go get Huxley before you guys confront him?
I mean, I would like to have him there just because we are outsiders, some of us, and
Yeah.
okay.
Just stay here. Don't let him see you. Probably
Okay.
tip him off.
We'll stay down here.
There's only a few exits from the brewery. If you guys have someone watch the 2 large doors, the one in the back and then the one that we do business through, he shouldn't have a way out. And there's technically a 3rd or a 4th exit, but he's not aware of it.
Okay.
Where is it, anyways?
Okay, on the far side of the brewery, there's a cave that lets out. It's kind of hidden by some vines. Like I say, you shouldn't be aware of it, but if you want to post someone there. But also, it's kind of a secret exit just in case of the worst, so don't share this with anyone.
Of course.
I'll watch that.
And I don't want you
You don't want
sneaking into my brewery at night using that either.
We'll make sure he doesn't.
Not him, never.
But
Honest cleric.
I'll be right back. And he moves at a run until he gets closer to the brewery, goes back to a walk, and then he kind of just disappears up the road.
He does the you're in a pool area and you're passing by the lifeguard like run. Okay, I'm walking and run.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Yeah.
So we got left in a. So let me just put it straight. We got left in a brewery alone.
No, we're not. In
No,
the
you're
brewery.
not in the brewery.
Oh.
You're outside.
All
We're
right.
outside of the brewery.
Outside of the brewery.
That we are
Buford
supposed to.
is
Yes.
inside the brewery.
Fine.
One of the workers starts making his way down towards you guys. It seems to have been the one that he had motioned to close the gates. Is everything all right?
We have everything under control, but we are trying to make sure that Buford doesn't escape. We have some questions to ask him. We just have some questions.
Should I go get him?
No.
No.
We're
In fact,
waiting.
if
We're
you
waiting
could
for the
not
ward.
alert him, that would be for the best.
Okay, I understand. And he goes back up and just kind of...
23
Think so.
on sense motive on him. Does he seem to understand?
He seems to understand.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go find this secret exit he was talking about.
And I'm going to go post myself at one of the other doors.
I'm going to choose the big
Okay.
doors to post myself by, and I'm going to roll stealth to hide.
I will go.
Also,
I'll go with Poppy as well.
let's see. How many doors are there?
Tiny.
There's 4 doors.
There's 4 doors
So
altogether.
which ones are?
Yeah, stealth.
Let's see. Who's at the big doors?
I'm at the big doors.
Who's at the business entrance?
I believe that is me and Poppy.
Who's at the back entrance?
That'd be him.
No.
And you're at the hidden entrance. Okay.
Okay, I'll roll stealth on the back entrance. A total of 17.
Renault, it takes you quite some time to find the hidden exit, because it is actually hidden quite well, but you eventually find it.
Alright.
After a while, those of you who are up around the large doors or the business entrance, you see him walk back with... do you remember that cat folk you saw in one of the previous games in the nice leather arm and the long leather coat? He starts walking up. Now that you can get a good look at him, he has a gray fur, tufted ears, long tail, kind of a serious look right now. He's not jovial like you had seen before. As he begins to approach.
I go out of hiding and kind of give a we don't have a communication method.
Brynjord kind of goes like that, trying to call you guys up.
Okay, kind of wave at people.
Near the back entrance, you see 2 people in town guard uniforms kind of drop down back there. They nod like, we've got this.
They seem a little bit reluctant, then I start to move back around toward where they were.
Maybe they're in cahoots.
You see a few other town guardsmen start to more or less surround the building, covering all the major exits.
Okay. I meet back up with them when they take up our entrance.
Do you guys all approach?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
The cat folk speaks first. Okay, I know time is of the essence here, but can someone give me a very quick rundown of exactly what occurred?
I can. We found him on the river, asked him questions. He said he thought he knew where they went to, the 2 young ones. We followed him up that direction. We found tracks. Found the workers that the brewmaster sent up there. They were dead. Followed the tracks to a ruins, which we got into. Bjorn closed a trap gate behind us, trapping us in there with a large number of skeletons. Buford. Yeah, sorry.
I imagine you didn't mean Brynjord.
No, I did not mean
And then we fought them, and at the end we found the
2 young ones.
the two. Yeah.
Let me see the bodies to confirm your story.
Go down to the boat and remove the blanket.
He looks them over, closely examining the wounds. And do you all testify to this effect?
We,
Yes.
we testify that he did that to us.
Okay. We'll go in, beat him down, shackle him. Then we'll heal him to bring him back up, and we'll take him for questioning.
Okay.
Would you guys care to do this,
Yes,
or would you like my
sure.
men to? Then what we'll do is we'll stay back and make sure he cannot escape.
Very well.
And he motions to his men. And he takes he examines the building for a moment, looks at the one set of large windows at the top, goes over and takes a flank position on there, and he allows his men to watch the main exits.
Well, here's my opportunity to break in from the top. No, I guess we,
Brynjord says, "Let me go in just a moment first. I won't tip anyone off, but let me clear my men out."
yes.
Okay. Just kind of stay back and you can watch. And it'll be pretty obvious when I'm done. He walks in first, motioning for the large gates to be open. And he starts, basically, each time he gets up to someone, he just assigns them a task further outside. He has someone to go clean the casks. Has another person to start carrying up berries. He has another person to go find the old ladder. To which he says we have plenty of fine ones here. But he's, no, I want the old ladder, the one we tossed last week. I think he's still back behind the brewery. Go find it for me. And eventually he's cleared most of the people out. You notice from your watching system, Buford looks like he's kind of catching on to this. And he seems to start eyeing the exits as he begins walking back out.
I say we come in from multiple entrances.
Sure.
It'll take us a while to get into position for that, though.
Let's just
You're
hope
right,
that's
okay.
in.
Yeah.
You guys see him start to
Russian.
walk towards the back door, and as he's looking out, he sees the guards. At that point, you said you're rushing him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys basically collide with him as he's turning around. He doesn't really have much of a chance to get to a weapon or get to anything else.
I'm going to put a dagger in that area. Row 2.
You guys are going to jump him. Are you guys going straight to take him down, or are you just trying to subdue him?
I am trying to subdue him with violence.
Okay.
Non-lethal violence, but violence.
You grab an arm, you grab the legs, you stick the dagger up to his throat.
I hit him in the head with my stick for good measure.
And you just give him a hard swack. He goes, "Oh!"
But then I do it again. What?
His eyes feverishly look around for a moment.
I hit him again.
And
Just
he just kind of gives a nod, like he understands.
Then I hit him again.
Oh,
you are not accomplishing
roll the damage.
Yes, good.
Because that might have been enough.
1. That's 1. 2 total. It's 4 total.
No, he's still conscious.
Whack.
Okay, no. Are you just gonna hit him till he goes out?
I don't seem to be stopping. I'm like,
Okay.
Take him
After
out.
several solid blows, you
What?
eventually
You know what? I need him
beat him to
too.
unconsciousness.
I need him for good measure too.
Okay. He painfully slips into unconsciousness as you're holding Buford's limp and bloody body.
can't resist arrest if you're unconscious.
So he's on the ground, right?
Do you guys let go of his appendages?
If he's on the ground, I do let go of his appendage.
Okay. Yeah, he just kind of slumps down there.
I pick him up.
Huxley
So-
and his men begin to move in. He points to two of the guards and to him, and they just quickly scoop him up. Someone shackle him and get him up. Another guard comes by, they shackle him wrist to foot,
Ouch.
and then they give him a potion, and before he can even say anything, they immediately gag him as they begin to literally drag him away.
I follow.
As he walks, Huxley says, "I didn't get a chance to get to know you guys earlier. Who are you?" I know you, and I think you came through town a few weeks ago. I don't actually know you, but I think I've seen you before.
This is Mordrax.
It's good to meet you, Mordrax.
My name is Caius.
I'm Renaud.
I'm Poppy.
We're adventurers. We're here for now.
And it's good to see you all. And Calyx, you assisted in this.
Yes.
I know I did. Yes,
Oh.
I
Let me be the first to shake the hand of the new Calyx. He gives you a pat on the back. Okay, so...
What?
A band of do-gooders, I guess? Or adventurers? Or what do we have here?
I mean,
that first one.
What was that?
I like that first one.
I aim for the first one,
Do-gooders.
but I am on an adventure.
Fair enough. I'm very glad to have you here in Grunkauf. And thank you so much for the assistance. I believe we can muster some sort of reward. I don't know how much right now, but...
It's half of the brewery would be sufficient. I think that would cover the costs of
Well, Brynjard, what do you think? Brynjard just shakes his head.
a quarter.
Brynjard just says, where are you staying?
There's a stable that I often sleep behind.
We're planning on staying in the inn.
Oh, certainly. Brynjard says, I'm going to send you something nice for tonight.
Thank you.
And Huxley says, like I said, I can't tell you what sort of reward I can get you, but I can fix you up with something. And how about soon, after you guys have recovered from this strenuous expedition, you come see me and we can talk for a little bit. And I think I may have some other things that you could help me with.
Kind of look at the bodies. What's going to happen with them?
Well, they're going to be put to rest. Their families will be given time to mourn. There'll be a service likely, but I'll have to talk to people to get those things in order.
Okay. Something you should know. We saw in the sarcophagus and the center of the end of the particular ruins. Looked like there was black marks where a body had like almost set ablaze there, and a hand was on the side as if it was trying to get up. And we didn't see anything that would match the description.
Do you have anything from these ruins? Something
Yes.
that I could examine?
We have some
Chest?
things. We've got a chest.
There's a chest that has some stuff in it.
What sort of stuff?
It's a nice axe, some gold.
Could you bring me the axe?
It's right over here.
Yeah, he follows you. He starts examining the work on it. This is from the Age of Sundering, actually. Looks like it was built late in that age, based on the style. I think I know the set of ruins you're talking about. They haven't been thoroughly explored. Well, I am the local warden. I'll set to work trying to figure out what happened. He hands you back the axe.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Like I said, please take the time to come visit me after you've had some time to rest and
Okay.
celebrate your victory, and to mourn the dead if you knew them. But for now, I'll give you a due. And he begins to head off.
Why do you need to know them to mourn the dead?
I think he was just not automatically assuming that you would mourn over someone you didn't know. Because not everyone does that.
I mean, people you don't know die all the time.
And then you'd be in a constant state of mourning.
As you guys are heading back, I'm assuming towards the inn,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you pass Miles. He seems to be approaching you guys.
I'm sorry.
Thank you very much for the work you've done. Their bodies can now be properly put to rest, and this will give their family answers. They won't have to stay up late wondering what happened now. Thank you so much. I'm going to take up an offering at the next gathering, and that will go to you, and you have all well deserved it. But thank you very, very much for your time. He looks towards the ground and then stares off for a moment, and then he slowly makes his way away from you guys.
At least we're able to do something about it.
Hopefully there won't be happening anymore.
Correct.
Although, who knows what the deal is with that burn mark handprint.
Stuff like that never settles well with me. But
Now-
I do believe it's time for a drink.
Yes, to drink.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a strong one.
As you get to the tavern, Ivan gives you guys a very respectful nod and motions over to the bar.
I head over to the bar.
Excellent.
I'm assuming you would like some of the ale that was freshly sent over.
Oh, yeah.
That would be nice.
Here you go. As he serves you each out one, except for you. He gets you a glass of milk. I imagine you guys have been hearing this since you got back to town, but good job. It's worth saying again. So, what can I do for you?
Well, we are going to need a place to stay.
For tonight, it's on the house.
Thank you.
Those who help our community sleep here free.
Okay.
But food?
Yes.
Certainly use something to eat.
Meat. What do you have?
I'm gonna look and see what I have in my private stash.
Thank you.
And he goes into the back and begins cooking. And his wife brings out seasonings. He seems to be putting herbs on top of the meat and rubbing it in. He's pouring water over it, and then he takes a long time to prepare it, and then he puts it on and begins cooking it.
Fancy.
I missed my pie. It's not fair.
I take a long drink off my milk.
Whoa there, slow down.
Yeah.
As he's back there working,
Clearly she's had enough.
Bryan, make a perception. Sorry, Mordrax, make a perception.
Rat poison.
Here's the sleeping agents put in.
We just found
23.
23. You notice that one of the drunks in the corner is eyeing you very tightly. Just kind of staring at you. Even when you look away, you can almost feel his eyes burning in the back of your head.
I need something stronger tonight, but we'll see. Maybe just more.
Ivan comes out with a nice, well-cooked, long shank of venison, and he gives you each a plate and a set of silverware.
As I kind of feel that my hand kind of slowly goes over to my dagger in case he actually tries anything.
As you peek back, you can tell he can't even quite stand straight. He likely hasn't noticed, but he's definitely watching you. Ivan looks over and sees it too. He goes over and he has a few words with the guy quietly and then motions for the door. The man gets up and walks out.
Okay.
What was that about?
Now you can go jump in the middle.
Sorry about that. He won't be bothering you guys.
It's probably because he's a tiefling.
Probably has a little bit to do with something along those lines.
Sorry.
You shouldn't tell people that. He's trying to hide it.
Oh, sorry.
It's like me asking you what your deity is.
That's way ruder.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I
Because you did it to
Here you
him.
go.
What? Doesn't bother me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm done.
I eat. I drink.
After a long night of some of you mourning the dead, other of you celebrating your victories, you go up to your free room. Everything's very nice up there. The beds are freshly made. He gives you guys 3 rooms. It doesn't look like he can spare them anymore. And you guys finally drift to sleep.
Well, you get one room, of course.
Okay.
But she's small.
Yep,
She doesn't need a whole room.
But she's a female. You're supposed to give them privacy.
But she's also like a mouse. So I don't know if that works.
You can stay in a room with Mordrax. I'll stay in a room with him.
Okay, well, as long as I'm board drags and not
I get it.
someone else.
I get it. I'm used to it. Don't worry. I prop my door against the prop my door against the weapon.
Prop your door against the
I
weapon.
prop my weapon
That's
against the
weird.
door.
Breaking the door.
Prop my weapon against the door whenever I go to bed, so in case anyone opens it, it'll slide
Okay,
down.
so who's in what rooms?
I'm in a room with him.
Okay.
She's by
And
herself.
I
That way,
starfish on the bed.
that way, if someone
It
comes
is
and attacks
more
her,
than big
she'll be
enough
alone.
for you.
Yep, exactly.
Okay,
I mean,
guys.
she's-
We'll pick it up here next time. And thank you guys for watching. And remember, may your dice always strike true. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the adventure so far. We're only 2 episodes in, yet a whole lot has happened. We've seen a lot of development out of our characters, and we've learned a whole lot more about the world. And if you guys are enjoying it, give us a like, a share, a subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get notified when we put up new content. And if you're really enjoying it, check out our Patreon, see if you might want to contribute something, because everything you give us, we'll put right back into the channel. But as always, may your dice always strike true.